What's going on, guys? Really excited to be back here today because I got the brand new FN 502. All right, first I want to give a big shout out to Target Shooting Solutions for letting me use the range for this video today. They've been a big supporter of the channel. If you want to check them out, the links to their Instagram and things will be down below. So all right, guys, look, I got the brand new FN 502 in FDE, which is the color I wanted. I had a chance to get one in black, and I said, no, gotta wait for an FDE because it's FN. You gotta do the FDE. If you've seen my picture on Instagram a few days ago, I posted this without an optic on it. So I had an extra Vortex Viper, so I threw that on, and I might leave it on actually and not waste the money and buying a brand new optic just for this. It was on a gun I was never using, so I figured I'll put it on something I'm actually gonna, shoot a bunch more. So I'm probably gonna stick with this one. But first, what I wanna do in this video is talk a little bit about what comes in the box, my initial thoughts, different things, but this is gonna be a real world test video, first shots. I wanna shoot it with a silencer on, test different ammos, and see what's gonna run. Videos I've seen so far, since it's in the very beginning stages, it's just been released, have all been people that have been affiliated with FN in some way. So not saying that their opinions are skewed, but not really getting into the nitty gritty and maybe what could be negatives of the gun. So we're gonna go through it and just see if there are any negatives of the gun. So what I appreciate about FN straight out of the box is they give you 3 different optics mounts that cover a wide range of popular optics right now. A lot of optics have the same footprint, so you're gonna get a lot of coverage through just these mounting optics. What I will say though is what's strange, and maybe it has something to do with weight, but the optics mounting plates that they give you are plastic. That could be a weight savings because the slide of the gun is a more lighter weight slide because it is 22. It's got to be able to cycle, being blowback. So maybe that has something to do with it. Putting a lightweight plastic optics plate with, then you're going to put probably a metal optic on top. It probably counterbalances that a little bit. But what you'll see though from the factory, either the black or the tan, the FDE, which is what I have, that optics plate is metal. So I'm thinking what's happening is that mounting plate, the blocker plate, is metal, where this is plastic, and then the optic you're putting on is metal, so it probably weighs about the same. So that's probably why they did that. This is the OEM mounting plate. It is metal. These sights on here are removable, whereas the ones on the optics mounting plate are not. It is part of the plate and not adjustable. I'm gonna load up 15 rounds. This is the 15 round extended mag that they offer. I'm gonna load up 15 rounds, and I got different muzzle velocity 22s. We're gonna run them all. We're gonna start from the highest and work our way down to the subs. Then we're gonna throw the can on and see if there's really low velocity subs, we'll cycle the gun. We'll do it with and without the can, just to be a fair comparison. All right, first we're using some Winchester Super X. These are 1,330 feet a second, so they're moving. All right, so here we go, 15 rounds of the Super X Winchester. 1,330 feet a second. Ran, no problem, perfect. I will say that was the first shots out of this gun. Holding it, what's funny is I forgot it was a 22. It felt good, it didn't feel like a 22. So when it recoiled at a 22 impulse, I was surprised. I was like, oh yeah, there's like no recoil to this thing. So that's great. Something else to mention, I think the trigger on this is really nice. Usually FNs are known to just have trashy triggers. So, I mean, this is a nice feeling trigger. All right, next up is the CCI standard velocity. These are coming in at 1,070 feet per second. So this is much lower than the Super X's. So hopefully they'll run standard velocity. No problem. Ran great. All right, so these are gonna be the quietest things that I've seen. CCI quiets 710 feet per second. So these things are really, really slow. A lot of times these won't cycle in some semi-automatics because it's just not enough to move that slide back. So we'll see if this slide is light enough with the optic on and everything to cycle these without having a can on. The can sometimes can give that added back pressure that helps cycle. but we'll see if it'll run without it. So let's do it. Ooh. Okay, first malfunction. The quiets do not have enough to extract that shell. I thought that might happen. So what we're gonna do is, let's throw the can on. That's what everybody's here to see. Throw the can on and see if the quiets will cycle with the can. All right, guys, so this is gonna be the test. I got my Silencer Co. Spectre 2 on here. Great can, great 22 can, I love it. Let's see if it runs, I hope it does. Man, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, guys. Man, I really was hoping it would run with the can on. I'll tell you why I'm disappointed. Because for years, what I've wanted to buy was the Smith & Wesson little tactical 22. It's been a lot of videos on that thing. It's been around for a while. I think Iraq Veteran 88 did a great video on it. It just runs. Like, it runs with the cans. It runs great. I can't remember if they ran it with subsonics and what the feet per second was on those. But with these really, really low feet per second, 710, it's just not enough to operate this. So what I did was I brought another round of subs. We'll try those. They're a little hotter. We'll see if that runs. All right, guys, I'm really hoping these work. These are this 22 Subsonics by Remington. These are moving at 1050 at the muzzle. So 300 feet per second faster than the 22 quiets. Hoping these run. I really think this should be enough. Yes. Oh man, it ran great. So it looks like the 1050 works. 710 just doesn't have enough. But man, I'm gonna load it up again. We'll do it, and I'm gonna take the ears off because man, that was just quiet. Let's do it again. All right, guys. So this time I got the 10-round mag that this gun also ships with loaded up. Took the ears off. Let's shoot them. See how quiet it is. It's quiet. I mean, even for being inside an indoor range, that was way hearing safe. Obviously, I don't have anything out here to measure the decibels, but way hearing safe. I mean, I felt no discomfort at all with that particular load and on this can. So this can has always been great. I love this can. This gun just seems to like, I'm gonna say 1050 or above. I don't have anything else in between the 710 and 1050. So it might cycle something a little slower, but 1050 is definitely the sweet spot. All right, guys, I got the 15-rounder loaded up again, and I may have mixed in by accident this 110 feet a second round in here, so it could choke. I'm not sure. I guess we'll just see what happens, but these all hopefully are the 1050 Remington stuff. Man, I love this gun, man. This thing just shoots. Find the right load if you're gonna run a can, and it is quiet. I love it. I love it. I love a tactical 22. I have a bunch, but this is definitely my new favorite. And believe me, FN has no idea who I am. I bought this gun. This is mine. But if any FN execs are watching this video, I'm available. I love it. I've always loved an FN product. I've just never bought one. And when this was released and announced, I was like, this is the one I gotta buy to just dip my toe in the FN world. It is such a great shooter. Let's do it one more time. All right, guys, I have to check the video, but I think I've only been loading 14 rounds in this. The little finger follower here that helps you load these things, It's further down than it was before, and I know I have exactly 15 in here this time, because what we're doing this time is, with the can, we're gonna run the first 5 shots are gonna be the Winchester Super X's at the 1,330 feet a second, I believe it was. Then we're gonna step down, the next 5 are gonna be the CCI standard velocity at 1,050 feet per second. And then the next 5 after that are gonna be the Subsonics, Remingtons, at 1,040 feet per second. So there's only 10 feet per second different from the standard and Remington subs. So there's probably not gonna be much difference there in audible sound, but that's what I got, and I know that the quiets aren't gonna run. Just because I was shooting them back to back, rapid fire like that, you could hear the step from the Super X's to the standard, and then a little bit of a step to the subsonic ones. So I don't know, guys. This gun is just a great shooter. I love this thing. I'm upset that the quiets, the really quiet subsonic 710 feet per second stuff wouldn't run. But man, I'm not sure that it needs to. I mean, so it runs at 1,000 feet per second. It's quiet with the can, definitely hearing safe, very quiet. This is just a fun plinking gun. If you love a 22 and you love shooting with a can, shooting silence, this thing is just where it's at. I'm so glad they released this gun. I love it. I love it that they released it in the FDE like the other pistols they offer. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you want to see more content, follow me on Instagram at SteveMP5. And don't forget also, check out Target Shooting Solutions on their websites, and their Instagrams below. Great place, and I always thank them for letting me shoot in their facility. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.